podcast. We could be anywhere with this interwebs that we have today. So if you're watching on YouTube, on Facebook, wherever you're watching somewhere, I'm heading over to just make sure we are working on all the networks as I always do when I start out the show. Let's see. Winning free picks. There it is. We're looking good. We're live. There we go. All right. So we're live on all the shows here. Wonderful people online. Welcome. Now, we're going to start this. Usually we have a little happy note, but we're not having a happy note. What I have? I had Brian today, loser. We had Cleveland State, the over we talked about. We hit that. Northridge I had. Best bet today. 2-point fade, lose by 20. Not a good day. Elon didn't get it done in the video for us. I was leaning on Wake. I'll get crucified for saying Boston College here. Points in the money line. Miami did come through for us, though, there. Gonzaga getting beat here at halftime. Or Roberts doing a deed for us. I got some Fullerton action going right now. They're down 4.5, and I got Rice scoring a victory for us. And we had nothing on that other MAC game, Manhattan Fairfield. So that's your live update. Let's get right to it. Bo Dunn says hello. What's going on? How are you tonight, Bo? I was just recapping the day here. Talked about stuff in the chat and some of the premium action. But we're going to head right into Wednesday. I appreciate you coming by. Be sure, if you haven't already, give it a like. Give it a, I don't even know where you're watching. Notification, subscription. Be part of the family here, Bo. Bo Dunn wins with us. Come on. Winning free picks. Bo Dunn wins. It's meant to be. Let's start. We're going to start right up tomorrow. First page of my notebook here. We're going to jump into some Big Sky basketball. Games played in Boise, 8 seed, Northern Colorado. A 2-point fave, total of 133.5 against 9 seed Sacramento State. The Hornets. So I'm going to tell you, I do got a premium on this game, but I give out picks right like this all the time in the show. So we're going to give it out here. And I really was kind of leaning towards Sacramento State here. Winner of this game will get top seed Southern Utah here, who was 12-2 in the conference. We got two guys here, 6-8, 5-9, not too much. Northern Colorado 5-5 down the stretch. And this was a difference make for me. They finished up 5-5 down the stretch. Sacramento State 2-8, 5 straight losses. Neither team's really ATS studs with the lines or the over-unders. And I look at them like Northern Colorado. I mean, you beat Warmer Pacific to get to 5-5 down the line here. But then you just see the losses on the other side. I mean, part of me wanted to take Sacramento State, and I'm like, I can't. I just can't. I can't take a team lose on that much of a losing streak here. I got Northern Colorado rated a little better here in the Big Sky. So we're going to go our Big Sky pick of the day. Northern Colorado minus the 2. Oh, you had a good day. Tell me about it. Sorry, I was typing that in. I'm talking about that game. What do you have, Bo? What you have? Why won't that scroll? No, it's scrolling. It's scrolling now. I know there's probably a little delay. That's why I got to wait for Bo to comment here before I move on to our next game in the Big Sky. I had no opinion on the over-under here. It's 133.5. I just don't. I don't know if you've watched before, Bo. I don't throw out a game just to say, oh, I kind of like this. If I don't like it, I have no real opinion. I'm not going to say something on it. And this one, I have no real opinion on. No total. No nothing. I'll take Northern Colorado. We'll roll those bones on the craps table. See how we come up. I think they're, probably 5 points better than these guys. So I'm laying 2. I'm happy. So Portland State, your 7 seed, 10 seed Northern Arizona. Winner will get the 2 seed Eastern Washington. So again, middle of the pack teams. Portland State goes 6-8 in conference, 4-10 for Northern Arizona, 4 straight L's. But they did defeat Northern Colorado, who I just mentioned. Tomorrow's a new day all the time, Mike. It's listen, one day at a time. As I say, brush your shoulders off, climb back on a horse, get back at it. You know, you lose. You gotta. You know what it is. You gotta have that short memory. You can't think about it. It's tough. Believe me, I know. You watch a game like just totally get destroyed on something. Like freaking Long Beach State. I'm like these guys. I just didn't like them. I was really high the other way. I'm like, and you like a game. You talk yourself into it. You got the number. Say, all right, the line is 2. I think it should be more. And then all of a sudden you look up and it's not even a game. What do we say here? Notre Dame. Yeah, I was liking Wake a little bit. I can't believe that. I also said the under here in the video, so yeah, I can't say I liked one and not the other. Zags, I listen. Maybe this is a little wake up call for Gonzaga. I said in the show today, I like Gonzaga. I have Gonzaga tonight, laying 2 touchdowns here. And I told the guy, he's like, I'll take BYU no points. I'm like, if you're taking BYU, just go money line. Like if BYU, if Gonzaga, they're not going to play a 2-point game. They're either going to choke it away because they haven't been in a close game all year, or they're going to rout them. And now it's a close game, and there's a good chance they lose outright. You get them at half. Somebody I saw, I think the line was, Gonzaga -2. Take a shot. And they go on a 24-3 run and take the lead here. I didn't put it past them. The team scores 90-something points a game. So, yeah. Well, I mean, they're getting the bad first half. Let's see what happens. Let's listen. Oh, I got a little yawn going. Oh. They're down. What is it? 12 right now? I don't know. I'm up on the next day's game, so I don't even know what it is. This team could erase a double-digit deficit in a hurry. They come down just 3 threes, a couple turnovers, and they're up. Don't tell me we haven't seen teams go on 16-1 runs. This team could easily go on a run like that. So, whatever. Just move on. We got work to, how many games we got tomorrow? 20-something games tomorrow? Time to move on. Zags money line and a half. What were they laying? 2? You'd probably be laying 2-1 probably. Thinking people, no, I don't even know. I should have said that, but what was the number there, Michael? Zags money line, halftime. Then we'll move on to this Portland State, Northern Arizona. Although I really, this game, I'm kind of leaning on Northern Arizona. Not a big, strong play. Like we got the Northern Colorado play up here as our game out of this conference, and I really don't think somebody's going to come in and want to really be betting. It's going to be, hey, we need Big Sky winners tonight. Who do you got at 2:00? Who's the 2:00 winner? So, yeah, 11 a.m. we'll be on Northern Colorado. 2:00, we're going to pass on here. And then you have your evening game. Well, 5 p.m. Montana, 14.5-point favorites. We're laying, again, 2 touchdowns. Here's Idaho, 1-20, 1-9 straight up. They're allowing 77 points a game. I'm going to take Montana here. I'll lay the big number. Call me crazy. It's okay. I've been called a lot worse. Zaga money line 105 at the half. God, it's worth it. Lay that 105. Why not? I don't think it's bad. I think they're good enough. I'm looking here at the comments instead of looking at the camera, so don't think I'm ignoring. No, yes, Gonzaga worth a shot. Even money, basically. They're the number 1 team in the country for a reason. They score 90 points for a reason. They've yesterday I ran down. Last night I ran down all their scores of crushing teams. So, yeah. All right, Bo Dunn's on Montana with me. All right. Big Sky, 5 p.m. Montana. minus 14.5. And there we go. All right. Next up here out of the big sky, let me change my page here. We have Big West is Thursday. We're going to head to the Mountain West. And here we go. 2 p.m. tip off. And of course, from fabulous Las Vegas, a triple dipper for us. San Jose, your 9 seed, an 11.5 point underdog to Wyoming, total 151.5. Winner gets San Diego State. And Gina, I'll get to you. Let me just do this real fast for Mountain West. So I'm going to lean here on Wyoming. You know, we're laying 11.5. It is a big number. Yes, I understand. Okay. They've won 3 or 4. They got 4 losses there. They lost to Colorado State and San Diego State. I'm not holding that against Wyoming. They're a middle tier team here in the Mountain West, and San Diego State's been the top dog for a while. Colorado State is 14-4 in conference, having a good season. Hopefully they're tournament bound. They got a nice future on them to make the tournament. You know, Utah State's 15-4. Losing a 4-game win streak to San Diego State and Colorado State is not a detriment to me. San Jose State, on the other hand, 4 straight losses, and then you beat Air Force, who was on a 1-9 run, and they got 3-17 in conference play, and New Mexico's having a rough season here, 2-15 in the Mountain West. So, yeah, not high on San Jose. We're going to take Wyoming here over the Spartans. So, Mountain West, 2 p.m. Wyoming minus 11.5. So, so right now we're where's my little sheet for my games here? We're splitting that here. I had Northridge, loser, Bryant, loser, McNeese couldn't get it done, but I battled back. We had Rice as a winner, Iona, Cleveland State over. Currently have Fullerton. They were down, I think, 2.5. We got Gonzaga and Oral Roberts money line, and I did drop the Bruins in overtime on the ice. So, it is what it is. Back at it tomorrow. Loaded up. Some games posted already. We're still waiting on. We got couple MAC games. The MAC. We gotta say like sheep because we got the AA here for the Metro with Siena and Monmouth there. I think Iona's favorite in that game. So what do we got? The Monmouth game, Siena game, I think is up already. North Carolina, we're waiting on. Duke's favored over Louisville. Clemson line is up. So got a couple games. We'll get to them. We'll see what we have full slate for tomorrow. Moving on, Mountain West money. So we already got Wyoming in our pockets, cash in hand, right out of the gate, 2 p.m. Next up, your 7 seed UNLV, laying 12.5 at 129 to Air Force, 10 seed. Winner here goes on to face Utah State. And, I almost want to take UNLV here. On 12.5, I just mentioned how bad Air Force is, 3-17 in conference play, 5-19 overall. Not good. But the 2 games this year, 69-64, 68-58, UNLV wins both. 131 and 126 is the totals here. Why not lean to the under? I'll lean under on this game if you want to bet it because it's a tournament game. I'll lean under. Sidewise, I guess after seeing those 2 scores, maybe we take the dog. Come on, Gina. Yeah, I think you could drop a nickel on. I got 2 good games tomorrow. 2 best bets up in my 3-pack, but we'll give you one. We'll go to the Siena Iona game. You want a play here right now? We'll give you that. Iona, they're 1.5 point favorites here over Siena. So yes, that could be a nickel play for you. I like Siena to lose to Iona. Siena is the 1 seed. They're getting points from think Iona was the 6. On my sheet, I got rid of it from today early. I ripped it out. But Siena is the 1, is now an underdog to a team that's played opening round game. So, Gennaro, you want a big play to move on? Iona Gales, Ricky Pitino's bunch. Iona to get it done. Yeah, can't lay with UNLV, Michael. Absolutely not. Can't do it. Tony's here. It's a party. Thanks for showing up, Tony. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, pass. Yeah, Bo, you can't. I mean, we talk about it. Doesn't mean you got to play it. I just, people sometimes ask, so I'd rather just cover them all. 6 seed Fresno, 7.5 point fave over New Mexico. Total 125.5. Winner goes on to face Colorado State, who I'm pulling for heavy here in this tournament. I got a future ticket on them to win this tournament, and I got one that they get into the big dance at +2 something too. So hopefully it gets done for me. We'll see. This line opened 6.5. It jumped up here to 7.5. I got this game at 8, so we're right on the number here. Nothing really flashy during the season here. Well, we got 64-62 OT win, and then a 65-55 win in their game 2. So a Fresno sweep, not blowouts. 10-point game is 10 point, but when you see 65-55, that looks like a grinder. That's a game that could have easily fell within a total. And then we have an OT game. I think I'd lean on New Mexico here. I mean, usually these guys are pretty decent. I mean, again, 2-15 in conference play this year. Not that great by any stretch of the means, but I would lean dog here for anything. Again, Mountain West money will be on Wyoming, but we will lean New Mexico if you're looking to get down and dirty at 7:30 in Las Vegas tomorrow. All right, Michael likes Pitino March. I do too. And listen, that Iona team's always solid. They always got good talent, pretty good in their conference, and you got a Hall of Fame coach. So I think you get things done. Northern Colorado, Tony, we're on them already. You might have missed a big sky. If you're scrolling the comments, you see it. We're on them. Put that money in your pocket. Karen is here. Hello, Karen. Thank you for stopping in tonight on a Tuesday. Not sure what everybody's up to on a Tuesday night. Good to see everyone. Next up, we are heading to the Big 12 conference, Big 12. So 6:30 tip, TCU and K-State, and then at 9:30 we have a game. I'm not going to say that one because I'll just confuse everybody. So TCU, 3.5 point favorite, total 129 over K-State. Winner goes on to face Baylor. And I got to say here, I believe it or not, I kind of like K-State a little bit here. Again, two bad teams, 5-11 for TCU in conference play, 4-14 for K-State. And that's, I throw those out just simply because at least they're playing kind of like the same teams. There's no, they had a good conference, out of conference schedule, and they won some games. I mean, you see 8-19 for K-State and 12-13 for TCU. Definitely not two of the sexier teams playing. I mean, TCU line actually is up to 4. So, again, teams coming in, losing runs 3 of their last 10 wins. No real feel for that. I guess I'm leaning on K-State here, but yeah, I know, Nico. Give me guys. All right, so lean K-State, but we'll get to Big Ten money in just 1 second. Let me address Nico here because I was high. I don't know if he was here today. I was like, Boston College money line, let's go. I can't lay double digits with Duke. And here we are. I said I took that money line, 625 to win there. And I think we also talked about Duke a plus 800 to get in the tournament. Why not now? Now they blow out a bad BC team, and now they're favored over Louisville tomorrow. And let's be honest, they're going to have 11, 12, 13 wins. If they somehow get past, I think they play Florida State at this. If somebody get 13 wins, I think they're in anyway. 14, they're guaranteed in there because they say Duke on their jerseys. So I don't know. Hey, listen, I'll sometimes you just got to take a shot when you think the money's there. I mean, how much did you put on, Nico? I mean, they were a 12.5 point underdog, 13 point underdog. That means plus 650. I mean, I told you the reason why I liked him. Doesn't mean you put the rent money on a 6 plus 620 money line dog. I mean, come on. I don't have the Gray Sports Almanac. Biff Tanner didn't come back and drop that off to me in his DeLorean, like Doc Brown in my basement. All right, next up, we got Oklahoma 11.5, total 140 over Iowa State, 7 seed Oklahoma, 10 seed Iowa State. Jake is saying Oklahoma by a lot. Iowa State's cold of the season, and Oklahoma needs to win after losing 4 straight. Yeah, they need to win, of course, but does that mean they're going to win? And how about this for Iowa? I had to go dig deep on this one. 9-2 ATS last 11 tournament games for these guys. So last year, 72-71, good cover, plus 6.5. 2019, Baylor minus 2.5, a winner. K-State 2.5, a winner. Kansas 1.5, a winner. A 5.5 point fave. They lost, did not cover there against Ohio State. Then 2018, Texas plus 5.5, they lose 68-64. Going back to 2017, plus 1.5 win, minus 4.5 win, plus 4 win, minus 6 win, plus 1 loser. 9-2 ATS run. I'm going to take a shot with them here. I'm going to take a shot that they're going to show up. I know they're atrocious, 2-21, 0-18 in Big 12 play, but I took them plus 11.5 because I don't know. Maybe I'm a masochist, or is it a sadist? I don't even know. I'm taking the points. You mentioned Oklahoma losing 4 straight. That's great. I can't lay in double digits. I'll take a flyer the other way here on Iowa State. All right. Granted, did not pay off with BC and their 13 points, but I just listen. You want to lay double digits with teams not playing good? I'll. What's there to say Oklahoma's going to come out and do what did what Duke did today? Is Iowa State as bad as BC? Probably. They're a bad team. I mean, we're watching. Let me pull up. What do we got going on here right now? Oh, I was going to say BYU was up double digits as it's now down to a bucket game because the Zags come out roaring. So listen, I'm going to go dog here, Iowa State. Ashley or Roberts is taking care of business for us. Hopefully they get a nice draw. Maybe we'll steal something in the tournament. But I think the cat is out of the bag. We've had them this tournament here, and everybody's watching here. We know all about them. You got Baylor. I got a future on Baylor to win it out. I got a Baylor NCAA ticket, Gonzaga, and Illinois, and I got Loyola Chicago. Yeah. So those are my futures there, Bo, for the NCAAs. Actually, are those money signs in that guy's eyes? I have to pull it up. Cannot touch Oklahoma. Actually, listen, could I have easily said don't take anybody in the Duke game today? How can you lay double digits? Same like this game. How do you lay it? I can't. I mean, really, my two best in the video here. Yeah, I can give you 2 good videos. I mean, like how are you jumping on a team that's a 13-point underdog and unloading on that? Yeah, Loisha is worth it. I mean, just defensively, when you're giving up 50 points a game, and you're going to play teams who haven't played a lot of games this season or against any kind of team like that. Oh, Gloria just tuned in. Oh, we got to slow things down for Gloria. Gloria, she's late to the live show. Northern Colorado, Gloria. Wyoming in the Mountain West. Northern Colorado, Big Sky. Mountain West, pick on Wyoming. And then we just had a couple leans, nothing really much going on with the Big 12 with TCU, K-State, lean K-State, lead Iowa State there dog-wise. So nothing crazy, not missed out on. Northern Colorado, though, and Wyoming, they're rated better than video rated. 50-1, that's a nice ticket. I said Northern Colorado and Wyoming are 2 of my premium picks for tomorrow. And I gave out a best bet I told Gennaro, I said to unload on Iona. I mean, do you guys listen? Are you listening out there? What are you doing? Come on. Blueborn, I was just saying, I mean, if you're with the show, Gennaro was like, who can I put a nickel on? And I said, Iona Siena game. I told him Iona. I said, it's the best bet I have tomorrow. And I got a 3-pack up. It says 2 best bets. You just got one of them. And I said I had Northern Colorado as a premium, although it's not in the 3-game pack. All right. Big East. The Beast. Well, it's no longer the Beast. Back in the day, it was a great conference. Now, not so much. Not so much Big East basketball, although that 30 for 30 requiem for the Big East on ESPN, I could watch that all the time. I know you listen, Gloria. That's why I told you everything here. 9 Marquette seed. 9 seed Marquette, 3 and 141 over 8 seed Georgetown. Winner gets Villanova in the next round. So what do we got here? We got Marquette coming in pretty good. Winners of 4 or 5. They lost at UConn. Can't blame them there because I got a UConn future here in this conference to win this conference here. So hopefully that looks pretty good. Georgetown now 4-2 run. Their 2 losses both to UConn. Again, I can't really fault them for that because UConn's playing such good ball. 64-60 Marquette pulled this baby out when they met back almost at the start of the year here in January. If I'm looking for a team here, I might lean with the underdog here. I mean, I got this game right around 3.5 anyway, so it went from 2.5 to +3. I guess people coming to Marquette. Maybe they're wooed by their big win down in North Carolina. I don't know. I mean, this one to me would be a coin flip. So I'm not going to throw it out as an official play here in the video. All right, Blueborn. I don't know. Where'd he go? Nico's not even here. Would you chase him out? I gave him all the plays. He's not even commenting now. Yeah. Patino's good. Ashley. Where's Nico? Oh, he's still here. All right, good. I was like, man, so I've been doing it for a week and I already alienated somebody. He left the show. Gave me a thumbs down. Love UConn. Yeah, grab UConn in that Big East tournament. Nova, I would have been on Nova anyway. They lose a player. That totally changes. This isn't like the NBA or, even college football where you got guys who are going to step in. Basketball's a whole lot different. This guy's on NC State. Whoa. I don't even have the NC State line. That's not up yet. Easy, Dwayne. Don't be throwing a wrench into the spokes here in the wheel. We're rolling along here. We're in the Big East. We didn't get to the ACC yet because those lines some of them got to still come up. So next up here, I think we can make a little money in this game. 10 seed Butler getting 6 points, total of 133.5 against 7 seed Xavier. Winner goes on to face Creighton in round 2. And right off, I like the under here. Again, my number's pretty much right on this spread-wise. Total, though, I got it a little higher. So I'm still liking this under, though. 63.51, 68.55. That's 114, 124 for you counting at home. This is at 133.5. I like the under in this game. Well, I did not. Where did you message? On YouTube or on Facebook for the swag? What about Air Force? I had to highlight that because maybe you came in late, Nico, so I don't want to get on you for Air Force. I got a lean here on Air Force. I did say that. I said 67, 69, 64, 68, 58. 2 close games there. And as bad as Air Force is in conference at 3-11, they've played UNLV tough twice. So I will lean on Air Force there. But don't pull we're not unloading on that game. I'll check it. I'll check the YouTube, Gloria. So yeah, that's just a lean. That doesn't even get the write up like the Big East under here with Butler. That's just something people are going to ask on. Next up, DePaul, 11 seed DePaul +7, total of 133 against 6 seed Providence. Winner goes on to face everybody's darlings here who are 11, UConn, to win the Big East. I got to lean on DePaul here. I get it, and 2 in the last 8. Not good at all. You beat St. John's, you beat Marquette, and Providence is coming in. But Providence, again, you're coming in. You had a big win. I had Providence over Villanova, 54-52, a real tough one there. So maybe they come in here a little flat and like, we already beat these guys. Listen, 57-47 and 95-90 in OT. 2 totally, completely different games when these guys played each other. So I'm going to lean on DePaul here plus the 7. No lean on the total. No lean on the total here, but we'll lean on DePaul. Corey checking in. Thanks, but good to see you. I'm really like, you see the same kind of people that make comments. I like that all the time. It's, I've you guys been watching since I see familiar names, so I enjoy going back and forth with everybody and having a good time. We'll head to the listen, I kind of like Providence a little bit, but here, I don't know. Like the 2 games they played against them, just 2 totally different games, and they're coming in off a big win. Maybe they win this one going away because they had some time in between. It wasn't like just a day off after a big upset, pulling a big upset over Villanova. But I'm good. I'm going to dog it up here, Gabe. I'm on the dog. I'll lean just to lean now. I'm not trying to talk anybody off if they want to take Providence. So again, it's not some big great play where we're going to buy Teslas and Bitcoin off of taking a lean on DePaul. We're just talking about a game. Pac-12. First game up, Washington. Basically a pick'em. They're getting here. One is pick'em now +1. 9 seed Washington, 8 seed Arizona State. Both of these guys, I actually have like Arizona State rated a little better here than the 1. Like I see this line, and part of me wanted to take Arizona State because I think it's more of a 3 kind of game, but I couldn't, and I want to actually pull the trigger on Washington State here. I'm going to put it up as a video play. I like Washington State. They beat UCLA. You beat Oregon. I just don't see a real win like that for Arizona State anywhere. I mean, give me Washington State. They're 14-12. Arizona State's 10-13 in conference. Not really much difference here. 7-10, 7-12. It's not all that different. So I'm going Washington State here. Give me Washington State in the video. Washington State as a listen +1. I'm just take a money line. Basically, yeah. No, you're not gonna go broke taking dogs. Absolutely not. Colgate. We'll get to Colgate. We'll get to them. And who's the other game out there? Army. We got them on deck. We got them. 7 seed Utah, laying 7, total of 144 to 10 seed Washington. Winner goes on to face USC. This game tips at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, I'm just going to lean here a little on Utah. Weird season for them, but Washington, 4-17 in conference, at least respectable 8-11 for Utah here. There's what's there to say? Washington won 83-79, Utah 76-62. It's 7.5. I just got to lean on Utah. I can't really say bang on one side or the other here. So the money is going to be on Washington State in this matchup, or the other Pac-12 matchup, I should say. 6 Stanford, the 6 seed, laying 6.5 to Cal Bears, the 11 seed. This is a 10 p.m. start as I write it down, because when I come back tomorrow to blast through all these games, I should have them written down. And again, I'm leaning Cal here. Actually, you know what? We're going to take Cal as an official video play here. We're taking Cal. We'll take Cal. Yeah, so I go broke, bet nothing but faves. You could go broke that way. So I'm taking Cal. Stanford come in, loser to 4 straight, and Cal's bad. 3-18 in conference, 1-9 straight up. But these two games this year when they played 76-70, 70-55, and again, just bending to losing teams, I'm going to take Cal, and I'm going to make it a video pick. I'll take a dog here. Yeah, actually, I agree. 6.5. We'll take them. I just, Stanford just, I don't know. Just one of those games you just look at and be like, why is that like that? And I just got to take it. Yeah, Pac-12 is not something I really like to get into. It's too, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the UCLA team out there, so I'll probably have them against Oregon State next up. USC would be maybe a little sleeper to win this thing. Colorado's had some weird losses. I mean, this team lost to Washington. They lost to Cal Bears. I mean, it's I don't know. Can't really get behind Colorado all that much. We'll have to see what those numbers are. What do we got here up next? SEC. I'm out of water too. I'm going to have a cough. I didn't bring a bottle over. I was drinking some orange juice, and I'm out of orange juice. SEC. 13 seed Texas A&M. They're plus 1.5 here. Total of 133. Facing 12th seeded Vanderbilt. Dogs are a good thing, especially early in tournament. You can't listen. I don't mind dogs. I don't mind dogs any time of the year. We like them. Get back to this Vandy game. So A&M comes in, losers of 5-6, 2-8 in conference play. Vandy's 3-13 in conference play. Everybody's going to be talking about, well, Pippen Jr., great game, but they, go on the road. That Cincinnati game. They lost some close ones. Though. Lost at Alabama, 82-78. Lost to Kentucky by 4. I know Kentucky is downed. I get it. They're a down program, but still, talent-wise and just player personnel-wise, Kentucky's so much better than Vanderbilt. So losing there by 4, that doesn't bother me. Again, 4 at Alabama is not bad. Lost by 8 at Mississippi. Then you beat Mississippi, by 5. I don't know. This game's a pick 'em. As I said, Pippen Jr., great little guard. Emmanuel Miller on the other side of the ball for A&M. He's off, guy can go 20-12. He's tough, but I'm going to lean here on Vandy. I know people are going to want a side because it is the SEC, but come on, do we really got to get involved in, teams that are combined in conference 5-21? Is that really something we want to lay the money on here? I don't think so. I mean, if you really want something, how about we don't do it? How about we just pass? All right, let's just pass. We got better games to go here. We got Big Ten basketball. Roll Tide. Yeah, I like the Tide here, actually. Stay hydrated. Now I'm trying. I'm drinking my water, but I just had orange juice because I want to, I don't know. It's a nice little sugar rush, I guess, but normally I have a bottle of water, and my son's got his door shut. I can't yell over to him, bring me a bottle of water. What am I going to do? I'm going to die here of dehydration. I'm parched. What do we got here? Parlay for tomorrow from 304 Blue Born. The Blue Hen. Louisville, Minnesota, Clemson, Utah. All right, Louisville over Duke. I could see it. Minnesota against Northwestern. I'm leaning the other way here, though. Clemson, I could see. Utah, why not? I'll take a shot. Go for it, 304. We're here to gamble, right? We're here to make money. All money line. All money line. I love it. And why not? Like Louisville's a small dog, Minnesota's a small dog, Clemson's a fave, and you got 2 faves mixed in there. That's the way to do it. You don't want to just start laying huge faves all over the place, because then you're getting plus 132 back on your line, or 107 or some nonsense. Good to mix in a couple small dogs in there. Speaking of which, Minnesota, 7 straight losses for the Gophers. Yikes. +2, total 141 Northwestern. 3 straight wins. I'm actually leaning Northwestern. I'm pulling for you to hit that parlay. But, man, Minnesota, how? I'm like, why is this line 2? I mean, Northwestern at least got 3 straight wins under their belts. So I'm going to take Northwestern. I'm sorry I'm against it. I like your play. I'd say fine in that, but I just can't. So here I got to go Northwestern. just can't. I mean, mini 7 in a row. How are you taking a team that's dropped 7 in a row? I like North Texas tomorrow. I mean, it's a big number we're laying. I think it's like 15 or something like that, right? 14, 40 some points. And what else we got? Nebraska +7, 146, the 14 seed. Nebraska Cornhuskers versus Penn State, your 11 seed. 62-61. Nebraska pulled this one out. Nebraska's thrown together a couple wins here, people. Last game, 79-78. That was a loser at Northwestern, but before that, beating aforementioned Minnesota and Rutgers by like 20. And it mixed in between there. You got basically a 40-point loss to Iowa, which doesn't matter. I mean, Nebraska was 3-16 in conference play before they strung together a couple wins here late. But I just don't know if Penn State. I mean, listen, they've won 3 of the last 4 here. They won 86-83 and they lost 62-61 to Nebraska. I lean a little Nebraska just based on this is a big line. 7's a lot. Penn State, again, they're not playing bad, 3 or 4, but Nebraska's playing a little better too here. So maybe they show some life. I'll lean a little bit on Nebraska here. I'm not putting it up in the chat as an official one because, again, it's still a bad team. You're still 3-16 in conference, and granted, you've won a couple games here, but I'm not buying it. Winner faces whiskey. So they got that going for them. Although I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't be shocked the way Wisconsin's been playing. That I'll take the dog, whoever's facing Wisconsin next, because that Wisconsin team is definitely a little suspect in my eyes. Little suspect there. Did I put the Northwestern one up? There we go. Put Northwestern up here. Someone said Gonzaga's up here in this game, huh? What's going on here? Up by 1. What do we else got? Houston Baptist is up there. Fullerton's going to be a loser for me. Sorry, everybody who followed me today. We got some losers. It happens. Or Roberts look like +103. Money line looks okay. And I don't want to. I got the Zags laying 14 here, but who knows with this team? It could. I mean, they're up. They outscored them by a dozen here in the second half, but I need more than that to get back in this one. We're moving on to the SWAC. All right, 3 p.m. start. Pine Bluff, the 9 seed, playing 2 seed Jackson State, not Jacksonville. Jackson State -8.5, total of 126.5. This team is bad. 4-20 overall, 12 straight losses, 64-58 in overtime. Jackson State, 63-55 regular. I do like Jackson State. I have them out as a premium minus the 8 points here, but I can't. I think they should be probably a 12-point fave here. But as bad as the 38% shooting is for Pine Bluff, Jackson State only hits like 39%. They're not much better. But 11-0 in conference play. The other, these guys are 3-12. Pine Bluff, you beat Mississippi Valley. It doesn't even count. Mississippi Valley's 2-21 with 16 straight losses. So they're not anyone's offense to be reckoned with here. But I'll definitely I'm going to take it here. Jackson State, I'll lay it here in the SWAC. Jackson State -8.5. And the next one, real fast, we'll hit on Mississippi Valley, your 10 seed against top dog here, Prairie View, getting 25, total 139.5. Prairie View, 82-62. And how about this score? 77-31 the 2 times they face each other. Again, you're laying 25. You're 14-4 overall, 13-0 in conference. Mississippi started with 16 straight losses. Mississippi Valley, 2-13 in conference play, 2-21 overall, 56 points per game they score, and they're allowing 87. I almost want to say take the over here at 140 because Prairie should put up 80. My problem is Mississippi Valley get to 60. I don't think so. So, late at 25, maybe. I don't know. How about we just pass on Prairie View? If you could name what the Prairie View mascot is without looking it up, then we can bet them. I believe in the Blueborn might know something you don't know. At least throw a 20 spot on it. Listen. Where's your? I don't mind your parlay. Yeah, well, I'll pop it back up here. I like Louisville's +2, Minnesota +2. I'm just saying they've lost 7 in a row. 3 of the 4. I'm behind 3 of the 4 here, and Minnesota is a toss up. So at this point, you put 20 Minnesota, and then you flip it the other way and have 20 in either one. Because if the other ones all come in, it's a winner. And let's be honest, some of these crazy apps here, if you go 3 out of 4, and it's a tough loss on one, they'll give you a refund. Like, what the heck? Yeah, exactly. The SWAC. Yeah, no, I listen. We're just talking about the SWAC because they're playing. I don't know a lot. I've just looked online to find generic information on them here, but there'll be some derelict guy coming in here looking for SWAC action tomorrow at 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. He'll be looking around for a free pick out of 3 o'clock game because he wants to get some money down. Could be. Nobody's stopping me inside. That's all I know. I'm a big body on the blocks, be rebounding. Yeah, we can't touch this game. No, we're just talking about it because that's what we do in the show. We just talk about all the games on tap. We'll run them all back tomorrow too at 12 noon. We'll run through them all. Patriot League. I know someone was asking about Colgate. We'll start at Colgate, even though it's a 7 o'clock game. Texas Fairview. Logos of Tigers. All right. I'm rocking my Texas shirt right now. I got my little Alamo shirt. I picked up at the Alamo when I was there 4 years ago. I visited the Alamo. Put 20 on a parlay. If you don't want to pay for 2 days, your picks. I said I liked your parlay. I don't know. You don't have to. I don't have to force you to buy my pick. That's not necessary. I like. I like it. I like the pick. I just said I might do it anyway. It doesn't make a difference. Oh, I thought you like Fairview. I thought you lived in Fairview or something in Texas. Texas. I'm going to Texas, right? Are you in Texas, right? Did you say you're in Texas or you're from Texas? Now we have like a lull as we have a delay in the type to me to responding to what's on the screen. All right. Bucknell and Colgate. Someone was asking about earlier. Bucknell, a 14.5 point underdog. Total 155.5. Colgate 12-1 overall, 11-1 in conference, 86 points a game. And Bucknell, I just saw somewhere Colgate is rated 8 in the net ratings because of Army and Navy scoring like a nice upset and a close loss. And now, even though they're, I think, 89 in KenPom's numbers, they're 8 in the net ahead of, I think, like Ohio State and other big schools. 14.5, though. This is a tough one because in the next game, I kind of like this other game a little more. 155.5 is a big number. All right, we'll get to the NBA in a second. Let me just do this Colgate game because I guess I'm kind of, if somebody wants it, I'll kind of maybe lean towards the over here. No, listen, you're not disrespecting 304. I don't mind that. I mean, you'd have to, that's not it. As a dental hygienist, I feel obligated to take Colgate. I don't get this. I don't disrespect, please. I'm here to have a good time. I mean, really, I told people out here that I liked BC money line today. I'll take a flyer on it. So I'm not. Do you think I'm upset that you like Minnesota and I'm on the other way? I said I'll take a flyer on that one with you. I'll put 20 on both sides of it because I think the other 3 are all winners in your pocket. I'm from Dallas. All right, and we got a guy from Dallas. We got another guy. 2 guys from Dallas. You guys know each other? Do you go out for, do you hit Fort Worth at the stockyard to go watch a rodeo and bid on some beef? I'm headed down there. I'm moving down. I'm going outside Houston, Katy area, full shear. Rather put my money on Korean baseball or trust Mississippi Valley. You know what? Jake, I didn't want any people talk about Chinese basketball or KBO baseball, but yeah, I agree with you. I'll definitely let's put your money on that instead of the Mississippi Valley Wizards. All right, Craig, great. Yep, I do. If you're on the YouTube channel, you already know winning free picks. The free video today, I did put out the Wizards as the free pick for tomorrow. See how that goes. Only 2 games tomorrow. Late slate in the NBA. Second game, you got it, 304. Don't leave yet. We're not done. We still got 2 games left. We got Patriot League here. Loyola +2, 134 against Army. And I like Army here. I'm going to tell you, Army to get it done, -2. Patriot, Army, -2. In Gloria, in Houston proper or like on the outskirts? I looked at a bunch of houses in the outskirts all over there. I don't know why. I didn't mean to highlight that one. So I'm sorry, Gloria. Patriot Army. So I looked all over there. I looked at Spring and Tomball, Cypress, Katy, obviously, Richmond, Fulshire, all around the outside. Spring. Definitely right. My brother-in-law's in Texas. That's why we went to visit him 4 years ago, and we drove from Katy, went to Buc-ee's. The place is great. Then went to San Antonio. It's good. I went to the Alamo. We had a gun show. That was great. Being from Jersey, I was like, going to one of those things was fabulous. Big fan of both Colgates. Nice. All right, Cypress. I was looking at houses up in Cypress. You know, like Army. Yeah, but we like. Is he in the Army, or do you like Army tomorrow? I don't even know. You got Fort Hood down there, the Army. I didn't. Yeah, Katy. It's great. They got a In-N-Out Burger just came up over there by Katy Mills. I'm gonna know where all the food places are. Rudy's. Just sub. All right, John. I appreciate it. That's what we're talking about. Subscriptions, comments. I enjoy it all. The last game I gave out already. MAC game. 9 seed Iona, 1 seed Siena. Your 9 seed is a 1.5 point favorite. I said it's a best bet. Get on Iona and enjoy it. Listen, Blue. You win. Exactly. You win some, lose some. Next day's a new day. You move on. What could do? I just said, you know what? If I'm going to take them at 13 like this, and I said the same thing about uh, BYU tonight. I said, if you're liking BYU in 14 points or 13 points, take them on the money line because it'll probably be a tight one. And here it is, 76-73. So 79-73. Born in Beaumont. All right. Thank you for your service, brother. I got brothers in the Marines, brother-in-law, a lot of Marines in my family. So I appreciate the service. It's one thing I kind of wish I did that after high school, join the service. That was I like to say there's regrets about things, but that's something I probably should have did. And Beaumont's funny, like where I'm at now, my tweener house. Elliot's showing up late. What are you doing? Fam, coming in late. So we sold the house, and now we're just showing an apartment. I got here between apartment and my parents' house, whatever. By waiting for my house to be built, there's a truck with Texas plates, and it's got a Beaumont tag around license plate thing. I know it's north where I'm at, but Jax might get to 14. I mean, last I checked, how much there's was there like a minute left in it? I don't know what the score is. Maybe I'm way far behind there. I don't know. I'm just hoping Oral Roberts holds on for us here. Because I got a Fullerton. I got a loser of Fullerton in my pocket. So, yeah, listen, Siena's a 1 seed. They went 12-4 in conference play. That's not a bad team, but I don't know, man. They're the 1 seed, and again, points from a 9 seed. Iona's ripped off a bunch of wins in a row. Iona's good. Special Forces, Gloria. Oy. Good for him. Should be proud. Jonker. No in and outs out here in dirty Jersey. Oh, well. Yeah, they're going to win. They're not going to cover, though. That's all. I don't care about wins. It's about the cover. We need covers. Oh, wow. I forgot the Conference USA. I thought we were done. Yeah, I'm definitely a Texan, bro, at heart. Absolutely. Sorry, I'm late in love with Vegas. I get it. Minus 115 for the bounce back tomorrow. I'll see you at noon. You'll be here noon or 10. Which bounce back you coming to? Let's hit some Conference USA, and then we'll wrap this guy up. It's only been an hour here. 6:30, Charlotte, UT San Antonio. The line is 4.5. San Antonio favored. Total 139.5. Charlotte comes in 8 straight losses, 5-11 in conference. 6-1 last 7 for UTSA here. So I'll grab some San Antonio minus 4.5. See USA. Next up, we have UTEP minus 2.5, total 137 against Florida Atlantic. 4 straight wins for FAU. I'm kind of leaning a little bit on UTEP because they've come in 4 straight. They won 4 straight, and then they lost at Texas 67-62. So I guess I kind of lean a little UTEP, but again, Florida Atlantic's a couple wins in their pockets. I don't know. I like, if we're going anything here, let's take San Antonio as a better one. Here we go. This is great. I still got a shirt from Westgate, whatever. It was the Hilton shirt back in 2008, I think, with the good teams win, great teams cover. That's when they used to give out like T-shirts, and then they went to long sleeve shirts. Nico, don't leave yet. Last game, Mid Tennessee State plus 15, 127.5. North Texas. North Texas is the play. So there you go. But speaking of CUSA, though, so I mentioned San Antonio here is going to be play. Let's not sleep on Old Dominion. Last year they won this puppy, so they'll be pretty solid. And kind of Western Kentucky as a little, maybe as a dark horse. We got to look into this. We got Conference USA has always got a couple sneaky teams we got to look at. Yeah, listen, UTEP, I get it. I get it. 304. I kind of like UTEP a little bit there, but I don't know if people are going to be swayed because they saw them, what they did against Kansas, and they had won a couple before that. So I don't know. I kind of lean on UTEP a little bit there, but again, Florida Atlantic, they string together a couple wins. Duke tomorrow. I'll probably talk about more of that on tomorrow's show because at the time when I wrote all these other games out, we didn't have lines for. I'll tell you what I didn't have lines for right off the bat. The Clemson and Duke line had just come out. So North Carolina, the Siena line. Again, I did a play on that because I grabbed Iona already, minus the 1.5, but we're still waiting on this. I don't even know who won that Monmouth game. So I still needed a couple lines. So we'll do a recap of these games tomorrow. We'll have a line on, we'll talk about the Clemson game, the Louisville game, NC game, a little bit. Maybe we'll hit on Iona again, the other MAC game there. So, Steve Stevens, the freaking Steve Stevens. I don't begrudge like your Steve Stevens or your Vegas Dave type people. It gives like, so I don't know if I've been on sites for it's 2021, so 16 years. 2005, I started getting on sites. I'm not going to name all the sites I'm on. I'm on this network. I've been on. I'm sure you could have seen me on a bunch of things. I've been on a lot of videos. I've done radio. I've whatever. But like now, those guys, listen. You see them on TV. It's stuff for like grinder guys. I consider myself like a grinder kind of capper, more where they consider myself like you're like the tout kind of guy. Definitely not a hype man like that. Like you turn on 2 for the money, like Brandon Lang kind of stuff. So, all right, Oral's tied up now. All right, it's gonna be close. We might have to pull out another nail biter there, Jim. But Yeah, I see those guys. It's like, come on, you know, tough enough, and then you get jokers like that giving you a bad name. So Oral's tied up. See, I can't. You know what? I want to pull on, a live video of the game because then it'll mess up my feed here, and sometimes there's another camera on. It won't let me play. I own it all day and twice tomorrow, John. Get on it. As I keep flipping back to see if I get a update here. I'm waiting for people to update here on this Oral Roberts game. I don't want to just live it up. All right, so that'd be a wrap today. We're going to come back tomorrow and talk at lunchtime. See everybody at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. No, listen, I understand the hustle they're doing the stuff. It's just, come on, it gives, it's a bad name for people, you know? It's as bad as like, you see like Stu Feiner on like Barstool channel, like that dude is literally used to give out both sides, you know? I mean, I'm not listen, I follow a couple guys on Barstool. I don't listen to their shows. I mean, but that's just wrong. Have that guy on. That guy was like a legitimate two-side giver outer. Yeah, it's we're gonna lean. We'll lean a little on K State. We're gonna lean on K State. I see the K State comment here. We'll lean K State. Oral one, is that official? We need a win here. Dewan, is that official? Can we get a second? Oral 73-72. I got Oral up 3. These are all coming in within seconds of each other. Up 2. 2300, 2300, 2301, Oral 1, 23 up 3. Gabe, is he mad at me? Why is he mad at me? I met Stu at the Monmouth Park Racetrack FanDuel when they opened up a couple years ago. Was that 3 years ago? I met Stu. I got a picture with him. I think I threw it up on Facebook when I met him. That's a final. We got Oral in our pocket, everybody. That did not sound good, but you know what I mean. Oral Roberts, winner. We'll take it. Yeah, I see him on like Barstool, and that's just. I mean, we could bring up. We're on you. Who's on YouTube? Go bring up the Stu Feiner Fallen Heroes tribute. I mean, like, come on. You couldn't find a real person to do that. You got. I can't take it seriously. I can't. It's just bad. That's bad. No. All right, folks. Listen. Hopefully, I'll see everybody tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern. What? Plus 2275? Good for you. You're saying you're putting like I didn't know you said put $20 on it, but I mean, you think I put $20 on games? I mean, you obviously put a little more than $20 on a game, unless it was like a 10-team parlay you cashed. Oral's done, fam. They are wrapped up. Summit champions. They're gonna sit in the hot tub and get ready for the big dance. Summit has been won. Blue gets a shout out. Why not? 2275. Good for him. That's nice. Nice win there on Tuesday. Bankroll for the week. All right, folks. Same time, same bat channel tomorrow, 12 noon. We're over an hour, but it was good seeing everybody again. And we'll be back tomorrow talking. We'll recap a bunch of all these games for sure, and then we'll hit a couple others because that shows, it's only about 15, 20-minute show. We don't go crazy there. 5-team NHLer. Nice. I love when people win. That's excellent. Good for you guys. All right, folks. Tomorrow, we'll see you. Get some sleep. Rest up. Hopefully, I have a better day. Good luck, everyone.